So this week, although Netanyahu, the prime minister, in order to appease his right-wing base, wanted to promote before the recess of Knesset the nation law. The legal advisor of the Knesset said you cannot do it in 2 weeks. This is too big of a law. The law basically defines Israel as a Jewish nation, but it also has some other ingredients that go against the self-definition of Israel so far. First of all, it says that Israel is first and foremost a Jewish state, and in other way it says it's also a democracy, but it's not as important.
What it says.
It's not as important. Let me finish. Not as important as its Jewish nature, the democratic part. Also, it downgrades the level of the Arabic language in Israel, although it was a full official language in Israel. It's another stage of the right-wing government going against the Israeli democracy.
Okay, so let me clarify a couple of points here. Again, what you're saying is false. It's just not true. Number one, it does not say that it downgrades the language at all. The Arabic will stay the official language of the state of Israel. It's just not true. What it says, the law says, is the state of Israel is the recognized state of the Jewish people, and the Jewish customs should be recognized in the state and kept. It does not downgrade anyone. It doesn't mean you have freedom of religion.
Where does it say democracy?
One second. It says it's the nation of the Jewish people that is run by a democratic government. That's the quote of the law.
No, it was taken off.
No,
it's in another paragraph.
It was said, originally the law says a Jewish democratic country, and they changed it to a
Why?
One second.
Why?
Because Israel, by definition, is the Jewish country. It's the Jewish homeland. The fact that we have a government...
So democracy is not as important.
1 second. Again, if it's a democratic country and that's it, that's America. The specialty about Israel, which I think we both agree on, is that this is the Jewish homeland. That is first and foremost. But
when there is a competition between the Jewishness of the country and the democratic nature of the country, the democratic nature should prevail.
Who says that? Who says that?
I said so.
I disagree with you.
I say so. Also the forefathers of this country say so.
No, that's not true.
Herzl said so. Ben Gurion said so.
Declaration of Independence says very specific that the country should be run by the ruach, by the spirit of our prophets. That's it, and it was written by secular people.
But he talks about equality.
Absolutely.
He talks about...
Uri, that's why I'm saying it says Israel is the Jewish country that is governed by democracy. It's part of the law.
After 70 years of democracy, your government is trying to...
Our government.
Your government.
It's part of your country.
Undermining Israel's democracy.
No, it's not.
On the one hand, it says we're the only democracy in the Middle East. On the other hand, it's downgrading the level of democracy in Israel. Now officially, not only
like
laws.
Is this law stripping any rights of the Arabs?
Excuse me?
Is this law stripping any rights of the Arabs?
The law is it's a declaration of how this nationalistic, religious government
not nationalistic. It says the Jewish
sees the state of Israel,
nationalistic.
Changes the state of Israel.
Where does it change? Give me an example. Does it
downgrading of the democratic level? In all other basic laws, it says Jewish democratic.
Does it take away rights from the Arabs?
Again, it's a declaration.
No, it
First of all, of the Arabic language.
It doesn't.
Second,
it's an official language of Israel.
It tells the Israeli courts that they have to consider the Jewish halacha in their ruling instead of...
It says the law and the courts...
This is... Whenever I say Iran, you don't like it.
No,
this is the direction...
You know this more than I do.
This is the direction your government is taking.
Mishpat Ivri, you know that the court books are written based on the Mishpat Ivri, the Hebrew guys' court system.
They're based on law, on universal law.
One second. Are you telling me that you don't know that in Israel the court system is based on the Jewish law?
I'm an LLM. I know No, it's not based on Jewish law. It's just not true.
It's not. So if I show you the
code, go to law school. I went to the Hebrew University Law School.
If I show it to you, will you admit that you're wrong?
No, I won't, because I have 2 law degrees. I know.
And if I showed you that you're wrong, would you admit that you're wrong?
I won't admit because you're wrong. Because I know the law very well.
So let me ask you again: is this law stripping the rights of Arabs at all?
It's first of all when he gives. This is a declaration of how this nationalistic religious government sees the state of Israel.
Okay, I agree with you. I agree with you. Is it stripping the rights of the Arabs?
The Jewish nationalistic part, religious part, is more important than the democracy.
I agree with you. Is it stripping the rights of the Arabs?
It comes together with some other legislation that does hurt Arabs.
How?
And that does hurt the opposition to Netanyahu.
How?
And this is an Erdogan-like regime. You are getting from a government into a regime gradually.
I agree with you. How is it hurting the Arabs?
First of all, it downgrades the the
The language is not going to change from an official language of Israel.
It is.